Hey there, folks. Welcome to today's rendition of Did You Get That? Today we're going to talk about these things. Slash chords. Not the guitarist. Nope, we're not talking about Slash. We're going to talk about what it means when you see this C over G, G over B, D over F sharp, B minor over A, and F over C. So, there's a bunch of songs that use these, and it's kind of important if you're especially if you're playing like solo acoustic guitar, because what it means is the note that's on top. So for this first example, C, note that's above the slash, that is the chord, right? So C, we know this chord. All right, guitar's not perfectly in tune, but that's okay for this. So we're going to make C over G. What does that mean? Well, you can see on that top, it goes, the chord is above the slash, and the note that is in the bass is below the slash. So for C over G, we've got to find a voicing or a way of organizing the notes to get that G on the bottom, right? So our normal C chord, right? We've got this G on the 3rd fret of our E string, E, F, F sharp, G, right? So if we want to play a C over G, that means having G in the bass. That's how we do it. Just add that G in the bass. Same with G over B. You just don't play, this is your normal G chord, don't play this G. Instead, B is your bass note then, or it's the note that's voiced in the lowest part of your guitar, right? So this is G over B. Instead of G, we're playing G over B. Just letting the E string die, the low E string die. There we go, B over G. D over F sharp. I find this F sharp to be the one to play. Right? And this has a lot of a different character than, right? So that's why people write these slash chords into the music, is because, well, I mean, like A minor G sounds like this, but A minor to G over B sounds like that, right? So that's pretty different versus, so that's why slash chords are important. You want to make sure you're voicing that note on the bottom. My final example is going to be from Moondance, which I'm going to do a separate tutorial showing you how to play the whole version of Moondance. But the second chord in this, right, this middle chord, this is a B minor over A, right? So in that case, we're taking the 7, which is A, an A note in a B minor chord, and instead of playing our normal B minor where we've got B voiced on the bottom here in the bass, we're just gonna leave that string open, and we're gonna play that A there. So go. So that's our slash chords. The last one I'm going to show you is F over C. That's another really common open chord. So we got our normal F chord here. Right? So usually we've got that F there in the bass, or if you're playing as the full bar chord, you still have this F in the bass, right? So F over C. Okay, so F is the chord. Below the slash, below, means that's what note we want in the bass. There's our C note that we're going to find. So compared to our normal F, we're going to play this. Right? It almost has a richer sound because you've got this perfect fourth going on in the bottom. With actually the 5th of the F chord, the C is actually voiced in the bottom. So this is just any slash chord It doesn't have to be the 5th, doesn't have to be the 3rd. It's essentially, anytime there's a slash chord written into the music, it's just telling you, hey, by the way, especially if you don't have a bass player, it's going to sound more like the original, and it's probably going to sound more like maybe what you want to hear if you're trying to make the guitar sound either like the original or whatever music you're reading. Then you've got to get that bass note correct, because that's the first note on all your down strums that you're gonna hear. Versus, right? It's a pretty big difference. So that's today's Did You Get That?